Today on Conversations with VIE, Pandu and I will discuss the importance of validating vendor proposals, making sure that hospitals are paying what they're supposed to be paying and there's nothing missing. And most importantly, they're not paying for something they don't need. So Pandu, as our expert in analyzing contracts and vendor proposals, let us know what you're seeing.
There's a three-step process here at VIE that we use to validate proposals. The first step in validating proposals is looking at the requirements of their proposal. We make sure that the vendor and the hospital that we're working with knows exactly what's being promised so we can optimize the benefits they're receiving from the proposal. The second step in the review of proposals is a comprehensive review of the proposal. We make sure that we talk to the VP of supply chain to make sure that we're getting all the information we need in order to do the review that we're doing. And the third step ties in with the second step, which is obtaining a 12-month invoice sample that we can use for the comprehensive review and compare it to the proposal that's being offered by the vendor.
Great. Why don't you give us an example of a recent client engagement that utilized all three steps to show front end to back end and how you helped our clients save money?
So a recent example would be we worked with a hospital that was obtaining infusion pump services from one of their vendors. And when the hospital asked us to review these services, we asked them for a 12-month sample of invoices, and we used VIE's invoice ROI technology to extract these invoices. Once we extracted these invoices, we instantly identified that over $500,000 were not initially on the contract.
Now, would you have been able to do that without extracting the invoices?
Absolutely not. There was over 128,000 line items that we had extracted in a very short period of time, which is what allowed us to complete this comprehensive review. And once we did that, we also identified other discrepancies during our review. For example, one of the discrepancies was over $800,000 was not being proposed on the proposal that the vendor was offering, therefore limiting the benefits that the hospital would be receiving from the vendor.
Right, and a liability issue as well because it wasn't on the contract.
Definitely. And again, this is something that even the vendor wasn't aware of. So when we did this review, it came as a shock to us, but also to the vendor. So the next thing we did was we spoke with the vendor, and they were able to put all of the remaining items that were not on contract for the proposal.
Now, were there any other services that were being provided that you analyzed based on the initial requirements?
Absolutely. Based on the comprehensive review, we also identified that they were offering different service levels to the agreement. We had to go back to the VP of supply chain to make sure that this was in compliance with what they were looking for on the proposal. And once we did, the vendors had adjusted the service levels and hours that were being provided on the proposal.
Right, and they were not aware that that had been adjusted, right?
No, the hospital wasn't aware that these adjustments hadn't been made, and then we even made the vendors aware that this was happening.
Thank you, Pandu. And really, this is a great example of the ability to really dissect a contract, match it up to line item details, and really see what the impact is for our clients. And again, just to wrap, okay, I want to wrap it up. Hold on, I'm saying validating. And this is a great example of validating proposal. Taking a 12-month utilization, matching it up to contract, doing a comprehensive invoice and contract review really helped our clients save real dollars. If you have any questions or would like to speak to us more on this example or how we can help analyze and review proposals from your organization, contact me, Rich Dormer, Pandu Mitri, and we'd be happy to help you.